Welcome back everyone to Punny Plays Beorning, and we are here with Aragorn, and finally we are done with all those crazy instances for Pelargir.
Let us rest for a brief while, and then we will make ready the ships.
We have ended the threat of Umbar for now, and Balakor will rally no more Corsairs to his banner. The memory of the dead will keep others from taking up arms against Gondor. Now my attention must turn to the foe in the east. The shadow of unending night will lend speed and surety to the armies of the enemy. They will march upon Minas Tirith. Indeed, they must have already begun. I must get to the city with utmost haste, but the Gondorian fleet is burned. What can be done? Well, we have a Corsair fleet, I guess. Lack sails, Pineclaw. Lack sails. I will sail the ships of the Umbar to Minas Tirith. Let us rest for a brief while, and then we will make ready the ships. I thank you again for your part in this most recent victory, my friend. Rest now, and then we will return to the tasks ahead of us. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Wow. A reward that actually includes might on it. Wow. What a surprise.
The threat of the Corsairs is over, but many of their allies remain.
Several of the Haradrim fleet from the city when the men of the mountain fulfilled their oath, and I fear they might bring word of the Corsair defeat to the armies of Mordor. I would rather that this did not happen, but I cannot spare the time to track all of those who fled from Pelargir. Will you do this for me, my friend? Of course, what else is new? Yes, travel east in pursuit of these terrified Haradrim. I believe they will come to the walls of Erenos before they can break free of their fright. Defeat them and keep word of our victory at Pelargir from reaching unfriendly ears. Alright. Let's go and see about this, because apparently there is a need for secrecy. Now let's see if I can mount up. A little laggy, isn't it? Well, let's head out and this way. Now, I have not been to Erenos yet. Or at least not on this character, I guess. I have been there, of course, on other characters that have completed the epic storyline. And, of course, I would have done so in my Pineleaf and Gondor series. So let's head out this way. But I guess I could plop some essences on that particular piece that I got and see if it's any better than what I already have. Maybe not, but it would be worth a try. Now, should be. Oh, okay, because we're pretty close to Erenos now. So I was wondering, why are they showing it down this way? Ah, here we go. Isn't this? Yeah, retreating tracks. Yeah, there he is. One terrified Haradrim. Alright, we'll take care of these. We have to kill 3 of them, I guess. One down. Oh yeah, because I won't find them because I want to find the... Didn't I already look at those tracks? Don't tell me I can use the same tracks 3 times and get that done that way. Yeah, there's one right there. Alright. Hey, I'm pretty powerful when I remember to turn into a bear, right? And... oh wow, look at this! Set of tracks that I have never seen and used before. Let's see what happens. Oh, what a surprise! A terrified Haradrim pops up. Ah. MMO logic. Okay, hear a woman's voice hailing me from the town of Beorning. Now, how she knows that I'm here from, I mean, this is quite a distance up here. Hey, you! The one that's killing all the Haradrim down there! Yes, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and half the Haradrim army can hear me. Alright, maybe not. Alright, we'll come up here. And let's see what she has to say. Hello there, you called?
I saw another invader nearby. He crept that way around the wall.
Yes, I watched you fight those evil warriors, and I wanted to thank you for making it safe for our lands. But this is not all, for if you leave now, you will still be in peril. I saw another one of those invaders nearby. I think he fancies himself a sorcerer of some sort, for he carried many unsavory trinkets and muttered strange incantations under his breath. He crept that way, around the outer wall of Arinos. Ooh. Sneaky, 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 isn't he? Well, let's see if we could find this. Oh, there he is. Hello there, are you a sneaky sorcerer that wants to get killed?
The great master we follow gives life unending to those who faithfully serve.
You may slay my men, hated one, and you may end my own life, but you will have no lasting victory. The great master we follow is a giver of gifts, and he gives life unending to those who faithfully serve. You could slay all the Corsairs to a man, and all of my own people, but the commanders of the master's armies will always return, even in death. Ooh. Sounds like he thinks that he has the advantage here. Terrifying wind. Yeah, he's a sorcerer, right? There you go. Boom. Even miles upon death. Well, let's go and report this to Aragorn, for I have a feeling that he'd like to know what happened. I have returned, and I have found a rather fanatical sorcerer along the way.
What troubles you? Share it with me, and we will bear its burden together.
You found the Haradrim that fled from Pelargir? Oh, very good, Pineclaw. I hope this will keep the word of our victory here a secret from the enemy. But something still troubles you. Share it with me. I ran to a sorcerer there, and the commanders of Sauron's armies feels that they cannot be stopped even by death. Yes, I confess to you that I have heard these whispers as well, so I cannot banish the fear of them from your mind. But it does not change my resolve, and I believe it will not change yours either. We place a greater value on life than does our enemy, so every loss pains us all the more. But that is our strength as well, for we will fight even harder to protect it, even beyond our limits. Ours is not the real quest, Pineclaw, for even if we have all the success we desire, the enemy will remain. The real quest is elsewhere, my friend, and only its successful completion can end Sauron's evil forever. Alright, so we'll get some Aethelus, of course.
There is much to be done, and little time in which to do it.
We still have our own parts to play, and I deem it important that we play them well. I wish to sail up the river on the deck of the Corsair ships, and come by the route to the aid of Minas Tirith. It is my hope that we will arrive in time and with such a prize that we can strike a blow to the fighting will of those who threaten the city. We do not have much time to prepare, but there is a number of tasks that I have given my friends to perform that will help set us for it as quickly as possible. Help them with the tasks if you would, for every moment we hesitate is a moment the enemy will relish. Alright, and let us head off. Oh. Oh yeah. These are the real quests. This is just a wrapper for them. Let's remove that. Hello!
I want to know the hazards of the Anduin before we put upon the water.
Aragorn hopes to sail up the Anduin on the decks of the Corsair ships, but we are not watermen, and if we are to do this, we will need every advantage. To that end, I sent Amlon into the city to look for maps of the river that might aid us in this endeavor. If you are willing, return to the city and help Amlon find such maps that might prove helpful. Pelargir is the great port city of Gondor, and there must have been much use of the river for trade and passage. Surely some maps can be found that charts the hazards and bends of the Anduin. I believe Amlon was going to begin his search in the market ward. Alright, that's the first one. Hello there, and what are you looking for?
I am still weak from my stay within Saruman's dungeons. Exhausted and frustrated.
I do not know what I am doing, Pineclaw. I could do little more than stay atop the horse Dagger's provided me on the ride to Rohan. I am still weak from my stay within Saruman's dungeons, and even lifting a sword leaves me fatigued. I am exhausted and frustrated. I volunteered to help load the ships with supplies, expecting to struggle through and beyond the unfair limitations of my strength. But Radonir took my place and sent me back here. My face was red with shame, but I must admit he was right. I need to rest and recover my strength. Oh, curse that traitor wizard! Find Radonir and help him carry my share of the supplies onto the Corsair flagship. You will find him in the Westgarth by one of the bridges that leads to the court of the Ship Kings. Alright. Hello, Calenglad. Anything you need of me? Of course you need something.
There is much hardship ahead of us.
I like this land, Pineclaw. It reminds me of the twilit wilds far away in the north, where my heart remains. The wood slopes encircled Lake Ninuil must stay slowly shaking off the grip of winter, and in the few weeks that leaves of the trees may begin to fight through the remaining chill. No winter lasts forever, and the coming of spring will banish even the coldest of memories. Will this war be any different? Radnir told me that you agreed to treat him with a meal and drinks at a tavern of your choosing, once this is all over. If you have no objection, I would like to join you two there. I am looking forward to that happy meeting. But there is still much hardship ahead of us, and with all my musings, I forgot to tell you something. Halbrand wanted me to send you to him. He has returned to Pelargir already. If you leave now, you should be able to find him inside the northwest entrance of the city. So let's find how. So we need maps. We need speak with Radonir to haul some things, and Halbrand at the entrance of Pelargir. Okay, Langlas, what do you say?
Did you fight in the battle?
I was stricken with great fear at the shades of the dead joined the battle, and I confess to you that I felt a great urge to run from them, as the Corsairs did. And yet, before my heart betrayed me and I succumbed to terror, I felt a hand upon my arm, and I was reassured. Do you know who it was? It was Calerat, the young ranger I took under my wing in Ered Luin. He is not as young as he was, and this journey has put some steel into him. It was an honor to stand with Aragorn, and the presence of Calirat was a comfort. I am proud to call him brother. When the Corsairs fled, many of them cast their weapons to the ground. Mandan went ahead to gather up the fallen blades, find him in the northeast entrance of Pelargir, and help him with his task, for there are many weapons to be recovered. And of course, all these men here can't be sent to help them. No! We'll just send one person to do the job of all four. Typical. 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 And in case I didn't make myself clear, typical. Now let's have a look at Pelargir. Well, not much of it, because at midnight, you're not going to see all that much around. But let's see if we can have a calmer view than we had when we were fighting there in the 2 instances that we've just done. Now entering Pelargir. Yeah. Well, not quite entering it yet. So the trade showing it's a Gondorian city. And apparently I got some sort of deed completed. Path of the Grey Host. Alright, that gives the usual award of 5 turbine points. That's it. And look at here. Look at all these rangers we need to speak with. And that's what we'll do in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays the Beorning.